The internet can be unhinged and incredibly dangerous at the best of times, but what happens when you take two of the most controversial YouTubers who were at the top of their game before controversy struck, put them in a quote-unquote fat camp with another man who is arguably the most controversial YouTube of our time? Well, that's what happens when you get LOLCal live and you get the fat camp that Keemstar is running with Wings of Redemption and Boogie. It's a crazy concept, but it got even crazier after Wings of Redemption and Boogie have both been crashing out. Arguably, well, probably because they just not been eating properly. Starting with Wings of Redemption, though. So, Wings of Redemption obviously was absolutely huge, especially in the Call of Duty days. Then he went through some controversies, got called out for a bunch of different stuff, and then just kind of fell to the wayside. Now, he's on Keemstar's fat camp, right? And he crashes out so hard that he literally decks his own wife. Like, and I don't mean, like, just, like, you know, just gives her a little nudge. No, he literally pushes her over a coffee table in a fit of rage. This is madness.
Stop! Please, stop!
Hey! That's your fucking wife now. Go calm down. That's your wife, man. Go.
Literally, no matter how many times I watch this, it does not get any better. Like, that was so intentional. There was no, like, that wasn't just an accidental nudge. There was an arm come up, a fucking push go. This guy crashed out hard. Later on, Boogie then had his turn to crash out after some text-to-speech stuff came through the chat. And basically called him out, and he just goes absolutely fucking mental on this coffee table. This poor coffee table is seeing some stuff. It's decked a wife, and it's also been crashed out on by Boogie.
Boogie, this has been a long time coming. We agreed to put it on my fingers, you dumb fucking cunt. We agreed. I'm just gonna pick it off my face again, you dumb motherfucker. I'm just gonna pick it off my face again, you dumb motherfucker. I'm just gonna pick it off my face again.
99 cents.
I didn't want it there to begin with. That's why I ripped the fucking flesh off my fucking face. I'm gonna fucking rip it off again. I'm gonna rip it off again. I'm gonna rip it off again. I'm gonna rip it right the fuck off my face again. I didn't want it there the first time.
Pretending to be catatonic, ha ha ha, loser, LLLLLLLL.
It's the text-to-speech for me, just in the background, just not helping the situation at all.
Can you get a broom and a dustpan?
Go back to sleep.
There's a broken plate.
I mean, what? We can't touch it up for real.
You can on my fucking corpse, motherfucker.
Stop.
You can on my fucking unconscious body, motherfucker. You can do it on my fucking corpse, motherfucker. You can do it on my goddamn corpse, motherfucker.
Hey, calm down.
Who in the background is saying he's gonna have a heart attack? Fuck's sake. Between the text-to-speech and the people actually in there, this is chaos.
Calm down.
Hey, can you put this on him, please? Really? I really appreciate that.
You have no shoes on, Twiggy.
Well, because I don't wear shoes. I gotta keep.
Neglected_Tibbles super chatted $9.99. Boogie mad, but he has no balls, so nobody is worried, you baby. You picked the tattoo to make it fade. It's time to face the music.
And I'll do it again, because I did one on my face, you cocksucker
Super
motherfuckers!
chatted $10. Guys, let him go. Maybe shave him another day.
It's just madness. It is madness. Now, Keemstar came out after all of this like crazy shit went on to basically talk about the entirety of what's going on, and he basically said everyone is fine, no one is seriously hurt. He apologized to me. I accept his apology. The one clip of Wings pushing his wife resulted in Wings being kicked out from Fat Camp. Obviously, that's totally unacceptable. I'm not really sure what's going to happen in the future, but as of right now, we just need to de-escalate the situation. Thank you for all the comments, but I promise you everything's fine. I mean, it's pretty madness. Like, one of the top comments here, faking domestic abuse for content is a new low, Keem. You literally married a child. like, no, a lot of people are obviously seeing this as staged content. Now, obviously, this is going to be what happens when you take Wings of Redemption, Boogie, and Keemstar, put them all in a room together and put them on a live stream and call it Fat Camp, right? It's always going to end up being like a clip farm. Like, they're going to just do stuff to get clipped to then go mega viral. What do you guys make of it, though? Obviously, huge crash out there from Wings of Redemption. Moving on, though. We've got Cenat. Now, Cenat's gone over to Brazil, right? He's, like, taking a break from the gaming streams and he's doing some IRL stuff. Obviously, you know, just doing what he does best. But he walks into and this is probably the most, like, awkward thing I've seen in a while. He walks into, like, this club or this, like, bar and just basically expected everyone to walk in and everyone be like, oh my God, it's Cenat! Everyone go mental for him. But nobody cared. Instead, he's just there, hyping himself up, and it's just really awkward. Take a look at this. It's just so awkward. You just see the eyeballs from the bottom of the camera just looking at this guy like, who is this prick? Why is he shouting so loud? Yeah, it's giving some serious main character syndrome. Like, Cenat always brings the energy, but in this one, it totally tanked. Now, moving on. KSI obviously pulled out of his fight with Dylan Dennis, right? It was supposed to take place today, actually. No, tomorrow. Today or tomorrow, I can't remember. At the time of me recording this video, right? It's the 28th today. I think it was supposed to be today. But he pulled out 8 days prior to the fight because he's got the sniffles, right? He's got a bit of a flu. He's got a bit of a, you know, sinus infection. And he basically spoke about it on his live stream when he was doing the Baller League, I think. He was commentating on the Baller League.
Games. How am I? I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm on some strong drugs. I'm on some very strong drugs. Basically, I got ill, and it was just like a cold, normal cold, blah, blah, blah. And then I thought I'd just train through it, work through it, just keep doing me, you know, going 100% all the time. And then I got an infection. I got an infection in my sinuses, and it just absolutely destroyed me, man. I've never been that ill in my life for that long as well. It was just, yeah, man. It was a long day, so it's fine. I'm getting better.
Now, a lot of people are saying, why does KSI even need to be at, like, you know, peak fitness to take on Dylan Dennis? Like, he's a pretty easy fight. Like, Tommy Fury, you'd understand. You want to be at your best. Dylan Dennis, you know, the guy's there just for a cash grab. Like, he doesn't actually care about the fight. You could probably beat him whilst having a sinus infection. But Dylan Dennis actually made a really interesting point. He was like, well, you were able to play in the Sidemen charity match. The KSI claimed he was poorly for like 3 weeks or whatever. But he was able to play in the Sidemen charity match like 2 weeks after that. Absolutely fine, but now he can't fight. And Dylan Dennis is like, you know, called that out. No, I don't usually agree with Dylan Dennis. But that's one thing that I could potentially agree on him with. But moving on, we got Young Philly. Now, Young Philly's obviously in Australia at the moment. He's detained in Australia because of some very serious SA allegations that have gone against him. But the situation has just got a little bit worse. Actually, not just a little bit, a whole lot worse. Because he has now got more charges being pressed against him, as he's also been accused of the exact same crimes whilst he was over in Magaluf, right? So obviously, for anyone that doesn't know, that's over in Spain. Now, the YouTube star and rapper Young Philly is being accused of a second SA, this time by Spanish authorities who have been investigating the popular personality since the summer of 2024. Right? So, on March 24th, sorry, UK news outlets reported that in the summer of 2024, a British woman reported to the police that Philly had assaulted her in a hotel room after performing in Magaluf, a town in the west coast of the Spanish island of Mallorca. The woman stated that Philly forced himself on her after she had consensual sex with one of his friends. She reported the incident to the British police several weeks after returning to the UK from her vacation. Authorities passed on the information to the Spanish Civil Guard, who have been investigating the matter in Palmer Court. According to the reports from the UK outlets, sources claim that the magistrates have asked the Australian authorities to question the YouTuber on Spain's behalf in the midst of the current court proceedings. So, obviously, this just adds insult to injury, and it's like anyone that doesn't believe that Philly did it, now there's a second person that's come out prior to this ever even coming out, so it just really does not look good. If it was like people just kind of adding on to the bandwagon, we've seen that kind of thing before where people are like, oh, it happened to me, when actually it might not necessarily be true. Actually, this investigation's been going on prior to Philly getting arrested in Australia, so that's quite serious. Again, it just adds to the entire situation. Does it mean that he's actually guilty? No, it just means that he's accused as of right now, but it does not look good with the current climate of everything that's going on. But moving on to the last thing that we've got to talk about today. You might have seen some viral videos over the past few days of Ashton Hall, right? Now, he's like a fitness influencer who does his morning routine. You'll probably know them. He rubs banana peels on him. He gets that blue bottle of water and he puts his face in ice water. He dives into the pool at 7:36 and finally lands in the pool at 7:40. Bro was in midair for 4 whole minutes, by the way. Right? He's basically like blown to popularity. So many YouTubers have kind of like mimicked the style. Logan Paul, Piers Morgan, Mr. Beast, just to name a few, right? But Ashton Hall is not happy that people are copying what he believes is his style. Now, I'm going to play the clip for you, and then we're going to talk about it, because there's a lot to break down here.
I came here to address the nonsense. So many videos are being sent to me, duplicates of my videos. This is for the creators that are sick and tired of their work being copied. Listen to me well. You're either going to be a leader or a follower, and it's okay to be either one, but you have to choose. If you're going to be a leader, people are going to follow you. What is the issue? I realized that God has me here to lead, not to follow anyone, so that's what I'm going to do. When I see somebody following the way, I should be hyped. Now, I'm not perfect by any means. I used to get pissed off. The running videos, the ASMR workouts, I'm not going to act like I'm a saint. I used to block anybody who was doing anything similar to me. That was me. I'm blocked.
What a toxic mentality, by the way. Like, bro literally thinks that he created this style. Before Ashton Hall, I ever saw any of this guy's videos. Like, this has been around for decades, my dude. Like, these kind of videos have been around for ages. It's just you got popular from them. And he's, like, acting like he created ASMR workout videos and running videos and shit like this. I don't know, weird. And then he blocks anyone that, quote-unquote, copies him.
Blocking them, screw them. How could they copy my work? I work so hard for this. What's wrong with this dude? Why do the same thing as me? What is up? Then I realized, bro, like, people follow Jesus. Why? Because he was great. As a Christian man, why are you angry if they're following you? Matter of fact, if you're doing something good with good intentions, this should be a great thing. So coming from someone who's been in your shoes, just know, if people are doing what you're doing after they see what you're doing is working for you, you're doing something right. Don't.
Yeah, we all heard that right. He compared himself to Jesus. This dude literally compared himself to Jesus. Yeah, let's let that one sink in. Obviously, Ashton Hall, like, this is going to be one of those trends that comes and goes, like the Huck Tour meme and all the rest of it. He's got his 15 minutes of fame, and now he's, like, you know, angry that people are copying him. I don't know. It's a weird situation. Let me know what you guys think about all of this, though, down in the comments below. While you're down there, jump to get the hell out of that like button, subscribe if you're new, and until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.